Yeah, 100%. And it looks like we are going to go into the next game here as these guys are very excited to get going. And we do see a little bit of team changes here. We do see getting jiggy with it, actually changing to the Kathy and Dylin, which is very interesting actually. I think Dylin is really, really strong in team modes as she actually has a lot of like team modes adjustments on the good side for her. She has a lot of damage, like more damage dealt in both duos and squads on both of her weapon types. So it's really easy for her to actually get a lot of one-shots with even just Nunchuck if she decides to go Amp Drone. And that comboed with the emergency surgery from Kathy is going to be doing a lot of damage. So these teams are going to have to look out as they're going to be able to easily one-shot one player on a lot of these teams. Hedge is just one of those characters that no matter what variant you play, they're going to be good in these situations, I think.
I think one of the problems with this comp for me is that they're absolutely going to have to position themselves perfectly. If Lazy Nara gets into a bad spot even once and gets hit by 1 CC, they're just dead. Like, all of these comps are going to look to burst them. So they really need to be careful. But if they can, you know, that consistent all-attack damage really can come in. And maybe Yan can just kind of annoy people away from the Hagen for long enough. I think you're right. But I do think we kind of spoken about already. Dude, honestly, for a second, I thought, why are these two players teaming? But they're on the same team. That's why they're teaming. It's, my brain is fried. It's 3 AM for me. It's I'm out of it.
Yeah, it's all good. And we do have a lot of people at Hotel Tree, it looks like here. Meek and Terra looks like they're going to actually try to fight Free and Nine for this tree this time. So it's not going to be free for them as Terra is going to get the tree, I think. Yep, it looks like he does pick it up and he will be able to step away. And Semtree did go to Team Underdog as they kind of picked it up for free there.
And this will be really interesting as well, right? What are they going to do with this tree? Are they going to hold on to it for a 4 score? Or are they going to go like... What tree item is Nadine going to be looking for here?
Well, Underdog actually did pick up a meteorite as well, so they just made a 4 score.
Oh, well, yeah, that's really good for them, I guess.
Yeah, so they actually have a lot of options. I mean, they could go with an early Archaeotoxis for the Hedgen. They could go more of like a defensive item if they want to get auto arms. But I think the raw damage from Argy is huge on a Hedgen. The other thing is it's just kind of hard to use on the auto attack build, but we do have Meek getting caught out here by Ghost and Fruitcake. He tries to use the coup de grace, not enough though, and they will get taken out as, yeah, Ghost just went on the aggressive, the immediately charm of the Nomad into the 5 Omens to pick up Meek here for a fast, easy early kill. It looks like we may have another fight in Factory, just kidding. It looks like they decided to disengage, but we do have Free chasing down Fable Frog here, but they are on the bike, so they should get out no problem. Absolutely zooming around, and yeah, this game has been kind of quiet compared to other ones. People are playing a little bit more passive, it seems.
Yeah, the later into the tournament, they're starting to get a little bit scared here. As Fable Frog and Nuvabu Fanboy are actually going to get chased here by Nine and Free Strauss as they exit the red, and they're looking for blood, honestly. Free Strauss really, really looking aggressive. Knockup is going to hit. Bike from Hell is going to hit Nine and deal so much damage here. They're both looking to combo, but Nine falling very, very low, but not quite dead. As the second activation of Plague is going to get the kill on Magnus, and Fable Frog is going to get rooted up, and Free Strauss takes him down. A little bit of potential over-aggression there from Chill Dudes, and down they go. Etzer actually finds Nine there, and Passant and Esther are just going to burst them down. Free Strauss recognizes it and is going to get out of dodge here. Free Strauss looking onto the Yan, and Hagen comp here. 5 Moments is procced. Fear is not going to land just yet here. Ghost Electricity actually gets killed on the return, and so much damage coming out. Fruitcake in the 2v1 here.
Yeah, Fruitcake absolutely playing it out of his mind with the Ruthless, and that small corridor is so good for him actually, as he's able to get a lot of the damage through on the pass through with the W. So he is able to take out the Hedgen here, and he does turn that around, so getting a kill for his team as well. And it looks like they're just going to take the safe route and get out of there. As Free Stratos is going on the aggressive on Yan here, who is going to opt to take some of their timer and go through Sem.
And Ghost Electricity is going to be laughing his way to the bank as he's going to get himself the early Archaeotoxis here from Lazy Nara. And it's definitely better on this Amp Hagen than it is on Crit. It's going to be a lot of burst damage coming from Ghost Electricity, you know?
Yeah, that's going to be an absolutely huge pickup. And even as a Cabana available too. So Ghost is going to be definitely someone to look out here, as Free does hit the Queen actually on the Lazy Nara. And they do use the castling into the checkmate to try to get the kill. The pawn will be the one to finish it off here. Tetragon is going to come out just to kind of slow him down a bit, but Free is just going to keep going. The aggressive does hit the queen into the knockup combo. Plague does come out from 9eye here. As it looks like he just needs one more Stigma stack to get the activation. It is not coming out, unfortunately, but he does not have a lot of timer left, so he is going to have to come back into the zone here any second. And he's going to try to fight it out here. Another knockup coming out from Free. Should be a quick, easy kill any second. And there goes their first team going, or second team actually going down, unfortunately, in game 4.
And both of these teams have fallen to Peabody and Sherman. They're going to get taken down, and they're going to really start ramping up their mastery over other players here. You know, Killzone players have so much, they yield so much mastery even now, that they are going to start snowballing this lobby away if someone else can't kind of keep up. But if there's any team that will, it's going to be Ghost Electricity and Fruitcake, as they're looking to fight onto Absolute Terror and Meek in Beach.
Yeah, it looks like they're both kind of just fighting over these beach bear spawns, as they both these teams do end in the beach area, and Ghost really wants this, as he knows he's so far ahead with this build. But we'll have to see what happens here. If he can just hit one of the Charms of Despair to kind of start things off with a Fear combo, it'll look good for them. God, he's just fishing for it so much. There it goes, Charm of the Nomad into the 5 Omens, but Terror recognizes it and just kind of walks out. As no Fear comes out here, Ghost is going to have to be a little bit careful, as he doesn't have his burst combo available anymore, so it should be good for them just to kind of leave, as 9eye does take out Passant in, looks like Pond possibly.
Yeah, and honestly, Absolute Terror played that perfectly. You know, he knows that they kind of need to win the neutral game without ultimates being procced from Ghost Electricity and Fruitcake. So just kind of baying it out a little bit. Ghost Electricity showing a lack of discipline there, despite the fact that they've been really disciplined. It just uses his ultimate a little bit too early. And then after that, you really don't have the return. Absolute Terror and Meek are going to take control of Beach because of it.
Yeah, he did exactly what I thought he was going to do, but unfortunately, the plan just did not go out according to plan, as we do have Esther trying to fight Lily Petal and Sepia. Twilight Heist does hit, but it's not enough damage coming out as you guys get taken out by the Wolf Assault, unfortunately. But Passant was able to come back, so that team is not taken out yet, as Passant just has to wait a little bit for Esther to come back up.
And if I'm not mistaken, Passant had literally 2 seconds left when Esther got into the beginning of that fight. So that is very, very close. You see Passant just kind of clicking any area and TPing into it. And it's just before day 3 as well. So that's really, really close for Orphan's control here. Hopefully they can get together later into the stage. But they're kind of on that being fractured and one of them dying here and there. That's really going to slow them down in this game.
Yeah, looks like, I'm guessing Esther's going to want to try to spawn into Hotel, as people are going to want to go for this Omega, but Meek and Terror are already there, so probably not a good idea for that one, as 9eye and Free are taking the Meteorite here as well. So both teams getting a good pickup here. Absolute Terror and Meek, yeah, picking up the Free Omega, so that's going to be a huge pickup for them. I'm guessing it's going to be another, that pistol weapon that's super, super good, and Crazy Celt.
Kill, yeah, it's so insane right now, honestly. And this pistol Aya is just really, really good in duos. I've spoken to a couple players here and there, and we all kind of agree that like Aya's kind of sleeper like S tier in duos for sure. As 9eye Free Stratus actually jump onto Fwitchu here, and down there gonna go on 9eye, just dealing so much damage here. Daniel's just gonna have to run for the hills.
Yeah, looks like they did pick up a free tree from the transfer console, so that is a pickup for them. 9eye is going to be able to get his missile team now, so that is going to be good on them. And we just see this Lily and Tesepia doing the usual farming rotation. Lily Petal is at 296 stacks, so just consistently getting over that 300 stack mark in all of these games. She's always going to be a menace in the late game.
And honestly, I think the interesting part about when Nadine gets so stacked is the ultimate, right? Every third hit's going to summon that wolf, and sometimes, especially when they're heavy on the AP the way Lily Petal is, it's often really weird as Esther's going to land a beautiful whip skill here onto the Cathy. Emergency surgery is going to be used as Esther and Passant are going to chase on. Checkmate actually used to try and dodge the fear, but the second fear is going to land, unfortunately. Passant is going to fall here at the 11 minutes and 30 mark, just getting third party. Beautiful timing here from Twice. Ghost Electricity and Fruitcake just waiting in the wings and burst down anybody that's caught straggling.
Yeah, the 5 Omens are doing massive damage coming out from Ghost Electricity, but now they're going to have to be a little bit careful as they don't have that available here. Same thing with Team getting jiggy with it. They don't have their ultimates available here either. But as you saw, yeah, the emergency surgery just able to get Kathy out of that situation with the amp drone movement speed is absolutely crazy for them.
There's 9-9 free trials. Going to be fighting over this console. I don't think it's been called in. I'm not 100% sure. I think it has.
Yeah,
he's making the sound. Yeah, he's making the sound. It's, we're actually seeing Tessa Pell just waiting in the wings here. I think that's this.
Yep, it is. Yeah, the bow skill and the bullseye do come out, as well as the queen, and it does miss. So now would be the time to go on the aggressive if they do want to free Stratos. Actually getting hit by the knockup into the wolf assault. So much damage coming through. Checkmate does have to come out to keep him a little bit safe, but unfortunately not going to keep him safe enough as he does go down to Team Tessapedal, and 9-9 will just have to walk away here, and it was a blood sample that was called in, so 9-9 will have to keep that for himself, unfortunately, but they did rack up 6 kills this game, so if 9-9 can get a good placement, that is going to be a lot of kills going their way. I think they're kind of sniffing out that Esther is in the area, and yep, there we go, he did know, so they are going to chase him down here. There's from head to toe into the blank cartridge, and yeah, there goes Esther down in like 2 seconds.
One thing that's really impressive from Absolute Terror is after he's used E to close the gap, he's landing blank cartridge on its absolute tip, right? So even though he's playing aggressive with a stun, he's never over-committing and putting himself out of position. And I think that's so important because we actually saw it from Underdogs versus Twice. There was a split second there where Ghost Electricity did fall, and Fruitcake kind of had to pick up the slack because a little bit of over-aggression in this team modes, you can just get absolutely blown up. Yeah, for sure. As we're actually seeing Lilipel is going to finish that RGO Toxis. They didn't have it for the last fight, and now they're going to have it. That's even more damages. 9-9 actually finds the lead eye Lin after a TP. The Striking Tiger is going to come out. Second activation of Plague isn't going to get the kill quite. Kathy going to have to do a lot of damage. Lead eye Lin's actually managed to survive here. It's just Kathy versus... Oh! 9-9 actually snipes with a Q.
Yeah, there's a great kill coming up from 9-9. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough HP to stay and fight the Kathy. As if he did, he could have definitely fought that out as Kathy already used the emergency surgery. As another fight going on here. Lilypetal going down so fast to Terra and Meek. Using the vision game again, using the blank cartridge. Great pistol skill to avoid the queen there. Checkmate does come out. Another great E coming out from Terra to avoid so much damage. And Team Lilypetal just going out to Team Absolute Terrors.
Honestly, Absolute Terror is so good at this game. They step in every ability he needed to step. 9-9 gonna run into Ghost Electricity and Fruitcake. It's just a matter of time here. Fruitcake sticking on him like glue. Plague is gonna be popped here. Stigma Stack's not quite there. Dash is gonna come out. Root doesn't land, or is that? No, it's not landed just yet. Slow's gonna come out. 9-9 doing his absolute best here to survive, but it's not gonna be enough. And 9-9 falls to Team Twice.
Yeah, and it looks like there is another team. Oh my gosh, actually, the Striking Tiger does miss. That was scared me a little bit there, and Ghost and Fruitcake just kind of sit and wait as, yeah, they're just both going to walk away and act like nothing happened there.
They do this a lot, actually. Now that you've mentioned it, they do this constantly.
They are so good at this. I can just imagine Meek and Call just telling Terra like where to sit, where to go, and this is such a good spot for them to sit as Hospital. Only one entrance unless they take the Hyperloop here. We'll see if they catch anyone out. Ghost does use the bow skill. Not close enough, though, I don't think, to Absolute Terror and Meek. They do go on the aggressive here, just kind of poke at him. They are going to kind of try to gatekeep this location. Meek just sitting in this spot here. 5 Omens does come out. Blink Cartridge actually gets interrupted immediately by the Fear, as it looks like they are going to go out. Ruthless did come out. Striking Tiger does take out Meek, and unfortunately, third party is there to take him out. Emergency Surgery taking out Fruitcake as well, as Ghost is left all alone in a 2v1 situation. I mean, Ghost has done it before. He has won these 2v1 situations, but I don't know if he can do it against these two as they just have so much gap close. 5 Omens is now available. We'll have to see what happens here in the final zone. Try not to space him. He does have Red Shoes available now as well, which will help the Omni Siphon a little bit.
If Ghost Electricity manages to do 2v1 this, I will legitimately eat my shoe. Like, there's no way, right? Like, it's just so much lockdown. It's so much damage. If Ghost is this good of a player, then, like, I'm quitting a turn on return. I'll never be on his level.
For real. And yeah, I think Team getting jiggy with it is just waiting for emergency surgery. It is up and out in 2 seconds, and they're just going to hit the go button, I bet. So any second now, we'll probably see if Striking Tiger hits, and yeah, it's over. Oh god, they even have remote mines available. I don't think Ghost has any EMPs available to his disposal. Not even any, like, cams. So he is going into this blind, trying to poke him out here. Five Omens is dropped, and yeah, they're the immediately striking Tiger into the emergency surgery. Ghost does charm the Nomad out, but I don't think it'll be enough as, yeah, he's not gonna have enough timer. All they have to do is just keep him out of the zone here. Charm of Despair does hit. Unfortunately, Nunchuck skill misses. Suture does hit into the amputation, and God, he's just keeping them out so well. Bow skill does actually land into the charm. We'll have to see what happens here as Ghost now takes over the zone, but he doesn't have anything available to stop the res here. Amputation does hit again. Charm the Nomad coming out to avoid any more damage, but his food just is not ticking enough here, and he doesn't have enough timer to take out the Kathy. Double bypass comes out into amputation, and yeah, the last auto does take him out, but Ghost was playing it so well. He did actually end up picking up a kill in the end there, but team getting jiggy with it, picking up 3 kills and a win for themselves. God, just what a crazy end of that game.
Yeah. Really, really good end to that game, honestly, and getting jiggy with it, really pulling it together and kind of pulling themselves up that scoreboard as we do have our scores in. In 9th place, we have Daniel with the White Rhinos with 19 points. In 8th place, we have Underdogs with 33. In 7th place, we have Chill Dudes with 47. In 6th place, we have Getting Jiggy with it with 58 points. In 5th place, we have Absolute Terrors with 81. Not far in front of them, we have Orphans Can Draw in 4th place with 91 points. In 3rd place, we have Twice with 102. In 2nd place, we have Tesla Petal with 121. And finally, and honestly in such dominant fashion from the first 2 games, we have Peabody and Sherman, the team of Nine and Free Trials with 220 points.